everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. We're going to start this day with a grateful heart, and I'm just grateful that you all are here with me today. Now, this is going to be an overview for the month of September. All right. So, wow. It's, I don't know, I just kind of feel like it's September, right? And again, happy birthday to all the Virgos. And it's like September already. Who would have thought? It's like, I don't know, time is collapsing. And for some, it may be expanding, depending on where you are in the timeline, your timeline of life. So, since this is a monthly overview, I'm going to kind of break this down in two sections, like the beginning of the month and then the end of the month, okay? So, what I find is interesting, I pulled a chakra card for the beginning of September, so the first couple weeks. And during the first couple weeks of September, we do have a total lunar eclipse in Pisces. And Pisces is known as the dreamy sign. So, what did we pull? Dreams. I was like, oh, wow. So, I'm going to keep it. You know, I was shuffling, but I was like, oh, keep it. All right. So, with this total eclipse, and Pisces, which is September 7th. It has to do with your relationships, good or bad. And this could be a relationship to work, health, your body, the polarity between the Virgo and the Pisces, right? We're in Virgo season, right? Still. We're starting Virgo season. And with this new moon in, full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces, you know, we're going to feel the push-pull. And at the end of the month, we have another new moon. So this year we had 2 new moons in Virgo, but we'll get to that later. So with that, we have this. Okay, let me sort these out. So we're starting out with dreams. So what are your dreams? Why is this coming up in Pisces season? Pisces has to do, like I said, with your vision, your spiritual health, okay? It's all about bringing about some type of balance in some area of your life, okay? And this is in the third eye chakra, your dreams. And so this is a big part of your journey. So maybe right now you're taking or paying more attention to your dreams, starting a dream diary, remembering your dreams, keeping track, looking for subtle nuances during this time. And this is a time to really look at them and plant seeds in the soil of positivity and nurture what you want to bring about. So this is also maybe on some things that you haven't been clear on. Now is the time to get clear on that. So when you also think of Pisces, you know, Pisces rules the feet. So maybe it's a good time to get a pedicure or go see a podiatrist, you know, check on your feet, you know, and or just pamper them, right? Go, like I say, go get a pedicure. If you don't want to do that, you stay at home, get a basin, put some Epsom salt in there, and just pamper your feet, you know. So let's see what's happening this first. Okay, so we have here the 5 of Wands in reverse. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, I should pick these up, right? Oh, got the hiccups, you guys. 4 swords. Let's see, let's get one more here. Oh, yeah. We got the Knight of Cups. All right, so, excuse me. All right, So let's take a look at this. Give me a second here. Um, let's take a look at this. So we have your dreams, but we're starting out with this Five of Wands in reverse. So this Five of Wands, this is fire energy, okay? So maybe there's a conflict that can be avoided to your, that's, maybe it's you. Okay, slow down, Angie. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, so this Five of Wands in reverse. So maybe there is a potential of conflict, or a potential for conflict to be avoided. Um, Maybe this is you trying to defend your position, defending your dreams, your position. So, what I feel here really is, I feel that really to get to the heart of the matter, all right, you need to take more time for prayer, meditation. And like I said, with this Pisces energy, this dreamy energy, reevaluate some things. Look at your relationships, what actions or what is being impacted, or why you feel that. Well, upright is the conflict, but here you want to you're avoiding a conflict to someone's detriment. So I feel that for your dreams to come true, there's a need for you to confront something. But with this Four of Swords in the heart chakra, I feel that compassion is needed, and tapping into that compassion, moving forward with the Knight of Cups. So something you could do is, if there's someone you're close to and there's some type of conflict, maybe you could use them as a sounding board, to help you bring, because we're talking about balance this month. We got the Virgo, Pisces energy. So we have to try to balance that dreamy state with being practical, right? So maybe there's someone you could use as a sounding board. Also, maybe take some steps to kind of pamper yourself. You know, um, give yourself a facial, or something like that. That could be very helpful to you at this time. Like I said, going back and taking care of yourself. And then part of that taking care of yourself is that with this Four Swords in the heart, because I'm feeling this conflict is with someone that you are very emotionally attached to, okay? So with this Four Swords, if there's been a fight, or if there's been some conflict, all right, this is really stressing that you embrace introspection, embrace it. Look, like I said, reviewing the situation, prayer, meditation, um, and really like in this season, like maybe some calming tea, like chamomile tea, things that are just calm the nervous system, calm the spirit, so that you can collect your thoughts to move forward. Now, this is different for everyone, so I want you to remember that this is a verbal, a general reading. Okay, so take what applies to leave the rest. And then this way, with this Knight of Cups, the ability to move forward, most definitely, most definitely. See, the thing is bringing yourself into calm and peace so that you can move forward, right? And that's what you want to do. You want to manifest your dreams, all right? So let's just get a clarifier here. All right? Eight of Swords. So I feel the Eight of Swords with this Five of Wands, I really feel like this is just really confirming what I've said, that there's a need to look at things differently. However, you want to avoid a conflict, but some of that conflict is with this eight. You see, it's like the reflection in the mirror. Some of this is like in your own head. So there's something to look at. So going back to this month being a month of balance, so we think about all the things like your day to day and things like that, where maybe it's time to really kind of take care of some more, look at things from a mental, spiritual point of view instead of more material. Okay. So this is just clarifying, yeah. So this is really, I feel, going back to what did I say with the Five of Wands prior, more introspection, okay? And under the Four of Swords, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you can see what's working, you can see what's not. This is grounded energy. So this is about looking at what works to stabilize the situation, okay? This is about bringing your dreams forward, but in order to move forward, any conflicts, disagreements, anything like that needs to be looked at and evaluated. We have Temperance. So that goes with the Four of Swords from my point of view. It's I feel like you really need to give yourself some grace. Everybody got something going on, okay? So I feel right now it's like give yourself some grace. And there are things that are working. So I feel that you don't want to really negate the things that are working, all right? But through prayer, meditation, it'll give you the opportunity to really look at those things, okay? And maybe there's you looking for some instant gratification, but this is about also putting some structures in place that could have lasting benefits. So I kind of feel too during this period, this is a good time, like take a nice soak in the tub, okay? Just like detox, your body. Like through, maybe like I would say Epsom salt, because most people, you have access to that. Just some Epsom salt, sit in the tub for a while, light a white candle, say a prayer, But these are all things that'll help calm and showing yourself some grace, helping to bring balance to that conflict within, and help you to look at things with prayer, meditation, introspection, and focusing on balancing out the energy so that you can move forward peacefully. Okay? So let's look at the the last 2 weeks, where on the last 2 weeks, we have on September 21st, all right, we have a solar eclipse in Virgo. So we're coming out, slow down. All right, so at the beginning of the month, we had the lunar eclipse in Pisces. And so now we have the second new moon of the year in Virgo on the 21st. Now, Virgo rules the digestive system, your intestinal. So this would be a good time, okay, because the next day is the equinox and the first day of Libra. So if you're into fasting, maybe starting between the 7th, like maybe try to just pay attention to what you're eating also. And if not, even once you get around to prior to the 21st or on that day, if you want to fast for that day, no heavy foods, okay, because that's the digestive system, maybe a lot of water, smoothies. Fasting is a lot of things to different people. Some people fast from TV, okay? So whatever works for you. This is just a suggestion because this is the Virgo and it's a solar eclipse. And we're coming out of the lunar eclipse. So you got your feet and you're in digestive. Oh wait, I left a card on the table. Your digestive tract. All right, so let's get a chakra card for the second half of September. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, divine wisdom. So this is your connection to the Most High. Okay, divine wisdom is here because this is, sometimes people don't. I'm trying to think how do I want to say that. Sometimes these are things we just take for granted. Our connection to the universe, our connection to the cosmos, our connection to the energy that's within. So I really think this is really good following your dreams. Okay, because really when you really want to start, because that lunar eclipse on the 7th, that vibration is like for the next 6 months. So now with this helping to bring the balance, this is also saying, yeah, your dreams, but you really need to connect to the Most High, the higher wisdom, and all that is available to you. Okay? And pulling that also, this is like that divine guidance, searching for the answers from sources outside of yourself. It's now time to look, maybe you've been looking so much outside of yourself. Let me restate that you now need to look more within. Okay, which is apropos to what we just said in the prior weeks, going inward with this 4 of Swords, prayer, meditation, the 7 of Pentacles, the introspection. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a couple cards here for this second half of the month, where we have a solar eclipse, new moon in Virgo. So it's about balancing out that energy from the lunar eclipse. It's about self-care, making lifestyle changes, bringing more clarity and growth, financial awareness. Okay. Let's see, what else? Yeah, let's see. All right, so let's see here. All right, so first we have the 2 of Cups. So I feel this 2 of Cups, especially with this divine wisdom, I feel this is you coming together when we just stated at the beginning of the month with that Pisces dreamy energy. This is more, I feel, getting more in touch with your emotional self, okay? Bringing more emotional balance between like your head and heart, okay? Now this, because we did talk about the eclipse with relationships. So, but in order for the relationships to evolve, there is a need to make sure there's more balance with your head and heart. And I feel like I said, this is a general reading. So I feel that each and every one of us needs to be more in touch with our mental and emotional state, okay? Which I think is apropos because we have the moon here. And the moon, a lot of times, we think of the moon, you think of anxiety and all these things. But I really feel in this reading, getting back really in touch with the divine. The moon is here. You see, like this is like these things that plague you, all right? Like the 8 of Swords and stuff on the beginning of the month. What's on, you're like trapped in your head, right? So the goal of the moon is for you to get back on your path, okay? So the need here is, I feel like, especially coming from the beginning of the month to this part of the month, I really feel that now is the time where it's like, okay, where this Virgo new moon, it's like, get your feet back on the ground, like they say, get your head out your ass or what. Excuse my crudeness, but I had to laugh at myself. I don't believe I said that out loud, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, but now with this moon, it could be that, like I said, there's maybe feelings of hopelessness. Things haven't been working. So right now, it's like you just maybe need to take a moment, go back and be still And be sure that you're seeing the situation for what it is. Now, there's also a possibility that someone has been deceiving you and pulling the wool over your eyes. So consider all decisions, I feel, that come at this time very carefully. Because I had this conversation the other day. People, like, with technology, hacking phones, hacking emails, blocking calls, trying to control. It's not like it was back in the day. You just knew someone outright didn't like you. But now with the technology, there's more control. And I'm not going to go deep in that, especially if you've been following certain things that have been going on in the news and in the world. But nevertheless, this is to remember that something, just when I say get your head out the clouds, more or less, the dreams, make sure that I feel with this Virgo now is definitely being more logical, using more logic, oh, this is just too good to be true. Here's this great opportunity, and it may not be as great as you think. Okay, so you're going to need to use your logic during this time. All right, so something else with this moon energy, because it does stir up all those things. Like, you see, I like the way it's depicted. You see how that being is in the water, it just stirs up all this stuff. Maybe with the dreams, you've been having some crazy dreams, so help bring some clarity to that. So maybe go look at a comedy, a movie, and make you laugh. Like, get out of yourself, get out of your head, get out of your emotions, okay? Now, the next card we have here is that Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords has always been, upright. It's always been seen, someone, heartbreaking betrayal, okay? So this is like asking you in reverse, have you been honest with yourself? Okay, your approach to your dreams, your approach to reality. So I feel the divine wisdom really wants you to get more in touch with your inner voice and conscious. So this is another reason to really, during this time with your mental and emotional self, this is a good time to tap into that. So find ways to ground your mind and calm negative emotions. Maybe like a good book, like I said, maybe a comedy movie, something like that. Kickboxing, this is a good way to like get any steam off. Just like it's like kicking, like the karate when they breaking boards. It's a good release, okay? Something like that, things like that to help like alleviate, like release the pressure valve a little bit, okay? And so let's get some clarification on this, okay? Alrighty, so with this Two of Cups, we have the Princess of Cups. So this is in that heart chakra. So I feel like once you bring that balance, you'll be able to step forward and find emotional opportunities for emotional growth and expansion. Okay? And then let's look at this moon here. Oh, wow, look at this. We got the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is about being in your zen, okay? It's like stuff is going on. Stop not letting it phase you, because this could be part of that feeling of angst and anxiety. It's a little right here. And we all know people, there's good people and there's other people. Like I said, we got people who hack emails, phones, all these things trying to intimidate. But I'm not saying you have to ignore it, but at the same time, don't let it sway you. You can still, this is about getting calm in the mind and still moving forward with your passion, your dreams. And to do so is getting more in touch with your dreams and that divine wisdom, right? So let's see. All right, let's see. Let's get one more card. Let's look at this Seven of Swords in reverse. This is about being honest with yourself. And I feel getting more in touch with the Most High of your understanding. Yeah, look at this. Eight of Wands, getting to the source, to the root. Okay, so this is all about um, being able to move forward. I feel like, that that of honesty. That's what's being called for here. And then later this same at the end of the month, like I said, now the 21st is the um the solar eclipse in Virgo. And then the very next day on the 22nd, we have the equinox, the first day of Libra. So all the Libras, happy birthday to you all. So Libras, what is Libra? The scale, the balance. See, this is what we've been working on during the month of September. Bring in balance. And so now going into Libra, there's more balance. There's a need, maybe even being more social, um, maybe to really make work on those actively on those goals that are being set forth during the month here. So let's see. Um, what I'm gonna do, it's like I moved some stuff around, so bear with me. Let me get these out. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull 2 cards for each element, okay? All right, so we're in Virgo season. So we have earth signs, right? So Virgo's an earth sign, says Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Let me get another card here. Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, yeah, you can see the cards. Didn't realize. Okay. So, earth signs. So, what do we have for you? Wow, look at this. Isn't what we've been talking about all month? Okay, balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world and do so without judgment. And I like that because what we're talking about, yeah, we do live in a physical world, but right now it's that mental, emotional, spiritual balance that really needs to be worked on. And then we have here, let it rain, allowing what is inevitably just trust. Okay, so earth signs, this is like get real with yourself, right? We got the 7 of Wands in reverse, the 8 of Wands here, the 7 of Wands as Zen. Okay, so this is all about just trusting the process, okay? Yeah, stuff is going on. Like I said, there's always going to be something going on, but you still have to take care of yourself and find ways to move forward, okay? So let it be. So next is the Libra air sign. So Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. We have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but replace it with insight and awareness. I like this because this is going back to that 4 swords during your dream period. Prayer, meditation, 7 of Pentacles, looking at what's working. This 7 of Wands in reverse, getting real with yourself, right? And so the process of focusing on your dreams in the Most High, you can see what you have been in denial about, and move forward with insight and awareness. We also have soul mission. Trust the inner call, your soul team. So I feel like once acknowledging that it's like, was it face your fears and run, or face everything and rejoice? You have the choice. But I feel that you're going to face everything and rejoice. And once you do that, you're going to be coming into contact with your soul team, as it says, your soul mission, okay? Because the Most High wants you to focus on your dreams here. But, we got to get in touch with all this stuff, right? So next we have, water signs. Excuse me, my bad, fire signs. So we have Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. So you have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. Isn't that what we've been talking about? Growth mentally, physically, more mental and spiritual. And the pink dolphin, celebrate fun, unbridled joy, open your heart. And I feel this is about opening up your heart, moving past any blockages and moving past anything, any hindrances, physically, mentally, or spiritually. Okay? That's where growth is. So, last but not least, we have the water signs, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Imagination. Isn't that pure Pisces, right? Or the water. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay. And here we have the ripple effect. Part of something bigger, details are taken care of. Yeah, so I feel like once you clearing your mind, looking at what works and what doesn't, it's going to expand your imagination and realize that we're all part of something bigger. This universe is vast and wide, and we all have a part to play in it, right? So, you guys, let me know what you think. Again, I really feel this is really a good time to, like I said, soak your feet. Soak your feet, maybe fast, and give your digestive system a rest, okay? During this time, and take that quiet time, prayer, meditation, get into nature, make sure you're drinking water, and breathe, and allow yourself to tap into your dreams and your divine wisdom so we can all move forward in that new, moving forward into Libra season. All right, so you guys, let me know what you think. All right, like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment down below. This is Sister Omi. Peace.